Let's move on to Robbie, who's in Croydon next. Robbie, good morning, sir.
Hi, how are you, Jim? All right.
Very, very well. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks for your call. What's on your mind this morning?
Regarding Theresa May and her long division of the 17.4 million, which is an obstacle to the Cabinet, her now using an alchemy language, and then the houses of the politicians, parliamentarians, replying to the alchemy language that she's using as machine learning. In response, they're replying in binary language with their indicative votes.
Right.
So this now forces a brute force attack against the sovereignty of English spoken as a sovereign language correctly. So she's replacing English natural language spoken correctly with a binary language. So this algorithm that's now attacked the British ballot box, the general public's ballot box, will be predictive to attack the Republicans in America. In fact, they've already laid
I know
the
you like to translate a lot of what's going on into sort of computer speak, Robbie, but try and break that down a little bit for me, because you seem to move in a sphere that is quite challenging for a lot of people, including me, to understand.
Well, April the 12th is the next DOS attack generated currently.
No. Drop out of the computer speak for me and put it in real terms, because
Well, it's the denial of the vote. Basically, the vote was emphatic, singular. The question was binary. Yes or no.
Yes or no, yeah.
In
or out, leave or remain.
Yes, exactly. So then the public responded, yes, leave. No, they don't want to remain.
So she's come back with a far more complex algorithm, as you call it, to try and undermine that.
To demise the language, because now you're having EU English communicated to the public as opposed to British natural
Well, it's all
English.
got mixed up, hasn't it? It's all got the waters have been muddied. Whereas
this is the problem.
Yeah.
English now is incoherent, whereas American English is more coherent than English. So, in theory, American English now becomes
they're just
language.
as divided as we are. Trust me, they are in no better place. They're not fighting a referendum result in the same way that our politicians seem to be.
The form of algorithm attack will come in a different format, but it will have the same effect. It wants a day zero of the English language so that it can format. Then, if there was a second referendum, the Brexit English wouldn't exist. It would be EU English.
Well, what do you mean by that? I mean, what is EU English?
Well, EU English is the Remain vote. It's not the same language as the exit EU vote, which is.
So, in other words, are you telling me that
it's a computer attack on the ballot box, and it's well organised. It's really, really sophisticated, and it has attacked America. And once the CIA understand that it is a machine learning that's codifying the American language so that it can penetrate and inflect, it will then overwhelm the American general public, as it has done here.
Well, Robbie, I mean, I'm always keen to or eager to allow you to express your point of view. I find it quite impenetrable. I won't lie to you, and I'm not being rude there.
Well, the next port of call is take it. If a woman says no, it's no. The Cabinet don't understand English. Let's face that. Yeah, the next port of call should have been WTO, which is a purpose-built operating system for
I get that, but placing Britain into a position whereby we would be the only country in the world to operate exclusively under World Trade Organization rules and regulations, of which we have no influence, let's not forget. So we can't control them, we can't influence them, we can't change them. We just have to literally subscribe to this disembodied, unelected, non-democratic body who choose exactly how many tariffs we should have to subscribe to and how much we have to pay. Let's not ignore that fact. And just moving.
The EU?
Sorry. No. That's the World Trade Organization. We have no influence over that whatsoever.
So you're talking of a parallel, remaining in a parallel that's dictating a language by force.
No, but what you're advocating, with the greatest of respect, Robbie, and I fully accept why you're doing it, but the point is that by moving to a no-deal Brexit and moving on to World Trade Organization terms, we are effectively subscribing to an organisation that we have zero influence over and absolutely no chance of changing.
Remaining impartial and upholding the will of the natural language, which is sovereign.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
The ballot box.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
So you can't argue with the sovereign voice of the ballot box spoken in English.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just telling you, you need to look at the stage 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 rather than...
this is what a malfunctioning computer will do.
No, but I'm doing, Robbie, work with me here. I'm trying to absorb what you're saying about the whole algorithm approach from the cabinet. Let me finish my point. The algorithm approach from the cabinet to listen to lots of other voices, listen to the EU, listen to the Remain voters, and try and get some sort of cohesive result, which is what's happened, or rather not happened, of course, because we haven't had a result, has muddied the waters and confused the binary decision that the country made. I accept that.
It wasn't a binary decision. It was a singular decision.
All right. Well, all right. With the greatest, fact. Robbie. Look, I've tried to work with you on this. Forgive me, but I feel like it's becoming a bit futile. But I'm grateful for your perspective, and I'm thankful for your call. 0800 731 2000. Honestly, I'm trying. I was really trying. But the point being that, of course, if you're going to listen to lots of other voices to work out a solution to a problem, then things will get confused.